The Vishuddhi Chakra. The Vishuddhi Chakra represents that time in the evolution of humanity when the need for harmony and collective living became important. It represents everything to do with the cohesive nature of the human race and the ability of the human being to rise above petty differences and strive to experience the unity of the spirit. This 16-petaled center is called the Vishuddhi and is placed in the neck region of the spinal cord. On the physical level, it controls the functions of the thyroid gland. This center corresponds to the cervical plexus, which regulates the functioning of the ears, nose, throat, neck, teeth, tongue, hands, gestures, etc. This center is responsible for the communication. Through these organs, we communicate with others. They should therefore be taken care of properly. For instance, we should protect ourselves from extremes of cold and avoid tobacco or other pollutants which could damage the throat. We should take proper care of our teeth and ensure that we respect everything we do in our communication with others. Our hands, for example, can be a source of grace and beauty, or coarseness if used improperly. We should therefore take care to exhibit sweetness in all our actions. Our Vishuddhi Chakra is particularly important for our vibratory awareness, as the nerves which register the vibrations in the hands pass through this center. In the appropriate care of the voice box and speech, we should try and avoid using the voice in an improper way. We should avoid lying or swearing or excessively talking, as this could affect the right center. Likewise, the right center benefits if we use the voice for praise rather than criticism, for dignity rather than coarse frivolity. We should never be harsh or sarcastic or witty at another's expense, as this blocks the center. We should simply aim to speak from the heart. Another way in which this center can suffer is in the indiscriminative use of mantras. This is especially true in regard to mantras sold as commercial commodities. These are simply sensory dulling toys, which have no relationship with our spirit. When Kundalini pierces the center, the person becomes extremely truthful, tactful, and sweet in communications and does not indulge in futile arguments. He becomes extremely diplomatic in handling situations without igniting the ego. One of the qualities that we need to develop for our spiritual growth is that of staying detached from the problems we face every day while trying to survive in the modern world. This does not mean that we stop accepting responsibility for our actions or that we give up on life. It simply gives us a means to maintain a sense of perspective when we are faced with overwhelming emotional situations. We become a witness of the game and can keep a distance from our involvement and thoughts, from our planning and conditioning, and from our emotions. After realization, our ability to be a witness matures, and we see all of these things as existing outside ourselves. These things, these events, are not of our spirit. They are of the external world. In this way, we strip away the layers of identity to reveal our fundamental and indivisible essence, the spirit. Sri Mataji says that we see our own acting and the whole world becomes like a drama. In the same way that Shakespeare likened the whole world to a stage and us as actors on it. The truth is that our problems are only really solved when we can see the forest for the trees. It is a fact that most people find that they cannot solve their own problems because they are too involved in them. That is why they seek the help of their friends, who can give a detached view of the best course of action, or in extremes from counseling agencies who act as dispassionate witnesses, if you like. After our realization, we develop this ability within ourselves, and no matter what tests we face, we start to see our role in the drama and the possible solutions with that much more clarity. Life is about human endeavor and challenges, about overcoming tribulations and being all the better for it. Life is about striving for our spiritual growth so that we become the spirit through the process of purification, at which point we will be beyond artificial states. We will be truth. Our yoga, our realization, helps us to fight this battle with all of the weapons of love in the subtle armory, and gives us the joy of the spirit en route so that we can experience the reality of our destination to spur us on. The Vishuddhi Chakra also embodies those qualities which govern our relationship with other members of the human race. Our diplomacy in word and action is directly affected by the state of the center, as is our sense of respect, both for ourselves and for others. If we do not respect others, then we will not be able to practice a relationship of brotherhood and diplomacy. And so it is very important as a chakra for our growth into the collective spiritual being. Lack of respect for ourselves, which manifests as guilt, lodges itself deep in our left Vishuddhi if we let it, and this can be very harmful to our growth. We must learn not to cling to guilt, to hide ourselves in this cloak, and thereby put off the day when we must face up to our weaknesses and do something about them. The spirit does not accumulate guilt. It is pure. After realization, we learn to face up to and overcome our weaknesses, and thus conquer guilt once and for all. The affirmation for the left Vishuddhi is, I am not guilty. Our growth into a collective being is very easy to chart through our deepening awareness of vibrations. As we start to become one with the whole, as the microcosm awakens and becomes an integral part of the macrocosm, we begin to feel the direct evidence of the subtle system on our chakras and on the chakras of others. This is what is the actualization of Sahaja Yoga, this actual evidence of our enlightenment, which we experience on our fingertips and in our bodies. It is a fact that as we become a collectively conscious person, we can work on the spiritual systems of others simply by recording the state of their chakras on our fingers and directing our vibrations to their areas of needs as required. It is rather like acquiring a new perception, a natural new sense, that of subtle vibrations. This brotherhood of humanity is the goal that seekers have been searching for over many lifetimes, and it is starting its manifestation at this point in time, not just through myth and conception, but through direct evidence.
Then we have on top, if you see, is this chakra which we call as the Vishuddhi Chakra. This Vishuddhi Chakra has got 16 petals and looks after our ear, nose, eyes, throat, everything. Our face, everything is looked after by this center. Now this center also has left and right. All centers have left and right. And when you feel guilty, the left center catches, which is a very dangerous thing because this gives you diseases like angina or maybe diseases like spondylitis and lethargic organs. Right when a person is very aggressive, talks very aggressively, and tries to dominate others and use his power of speech to show off, the right side catches. The reactions of this can be many, that the hand gets frozen and they also get the cancer of the throat. All kinds of things can happen with this chakra being in trouble.
Greetings to you. After listening to Sri Mataji's talk, let us now meditate for a short while with our attention at the top of our head and our hands on our lap, palms facing upwards. You may now gently open your eyes. Please take note of how you are feeling at this point in time. Are you feeling any cool or warm breeze coming out the top of your head? Please take note of your fingertips and palms. Are they cool or warm? Are you feeling any tingling or vibrations? You are welcome to share your experiences on the feedback form at the end of the lesson. In this session, we are going to learn how to clear and give vibrations to the throat chakra. This 16-petaled chakra is known as Vishuddhi Chakra in Sanskrit. If you have not removed your shoes earlier, kindly do so now. Let us collectively bow to Mother Earth and then raise our Kundalini energy and put ourselves in abundance. Make sure that you are comfortable by either sitting on a chair or on the ground. In this session, we are going to work on clearing the left, right, and center Vishuddhi Chakra. Clearing by giving abundance to our left Vishuddhi Chakra area. So how do we do this? Keeping our left hand on our lap, palm facing upwards, whilst using the right hand on the left Vishuddhi, that is the left side of the throat area. Gently rotate your right hand in a clockwise direction around the left Vishuddhi area for about 16 times. Please keep your attention on your left Vishuddhi and palms and fingertips of your left hand. We will now give vibrations to the left Vishuddhi. With your right hand on your left Vishuddhi, please say the following affirmation. Mother, I am not guilty at all. Mother, I am not guilty at all. Mother, I am not guilty at all. Let us meditate for a short while whilst holding this position. You may now put your hand back down on your lap. We will now work on our right Vishuddhi. Please keep your right hand on your lap. This time we use our left hand on our right throat area. Gently rotate your left hand in a clockwise direction around the throat area, whilst keeping our attention on this area and the right hand palm and fingertips. We will do this exercise for about 16 or more times. We will now work on giving vibrations to the right Vishuddhi by keeping our left hand and attention on the right Vishuddhi area while saying the following affirmations. Mother, you are the sweet continence of my words and deeds. Mother, you are the sweet continence of my words and deeds. Mother, you are the sweet continence of my words and deeds. Let us now meditate whilst holding this position. We may now put our hand back down on our lap. We will now work on clearing our center Vishuddhi. With the left hand on the lap, we will use our right hand to clear our center Vishuddhi Chakra. We may now rotate our right hand around the center Vishuddhi in a clockwise direction, whilst keeping our attention on the center Vishuddhi Chakra. We rotate our hands for about 16 or more times. Now we will give vibrations to the center Vishuddhi. We place our right hand on our center Vishuddhi area, the front part of the throat area. And here we say the following affirmations, which will help to awaken the qualities of this chakra. Mother, please make me part and parcel of the whole. Mother, please make me part and parcel of the whole. Mother, please make me a detached witness. Mother, please make me a detached witness. We will now meditate for a short whilst holding this position. We will now work on our Hamsa Chakra, which is located at the point between the eyes and the bridge of the nose. Please keep your left hand on your lap, palm facing upwards. Please use your right thumb and fingers over your Hamsa Chakra while saying the following affirmation. Mother, by your grace, please give me the power of discrimination. Mother, by your grace, please give me the power of discrimination. Let us meditate whilst holding this position. You may now put your hand back down on your lap, palm facing upwards. We will now meditate with our attention above the top of our head for a little longer period. You may gently open your eyes when you're ready. Please take note of how you are feeling inside. Peaceful, calm, relaxed. Also take note of any sensations you may have felt at the top of your head, as well as your hands and fingertips during and after the meditation. Today we introduce you to another element, fire. Using the flame of a candle or lamp is actually a very effective clearing technique, particularly for clearing of the left side chakra area as well as the left nadi. For this week, we encourage you to use the candle flame around the Vishuddhi area as well as the Hamsa chakra. How do you do this? Just as you've done above, giving bandhan with your hand to the chakra, you now repeat this exercise, but this time you give the bandhans with the flame of the candle. Kindly do share with us your experiences as well as any questions you may have. Thank you for joining us for this meditation session. We do hope that you enjoyed the session and that your vibrations are getting stronger. We may now bow down to Mother Earth in obeisance and raise our Kundalini energy and put ourselves in bandhan. Please do continue with your daily foot soaking, balancing of your energy channels, clearing of the chakras, and most importantly, meditate, meditate, meditate. Until the next session, thank you and have a blessed week ahead. Happy meditating.